Okay, so welcome, and this is just a little bit of an exploration as I'm trying to take advantage of you, frankly, and have you help me make this tool that I've developed to be more valuable and easier to use for you. Here on the front page, I'm just going to sign in. As you can see, as you're exploring, there are lots of things. So what we're going to do here is focus on the term planner, which is really the way that you take advantage of all the resources that are either already on the site or that I add to the site or that you add to the site or that other people add to the site, and use it to plan your term. Now, what that's going to mean different things to different people, and that's one of the big challenges here, right? Is that there's so many different ways to handle managing your school and managing your students that we want to give you lots of flexibility and lots of resources and lots of options and approaches, but we also want it to be easy. And so what I'm going to do is just go through the vision and ask you to either, as you're watching it and noting ways to make it easier, let me know. And if I ask you specific questions like, should we change this array of buttons up here, which are the students, to make it a drop-down menu so that we can reclaim some of that real estate, or what are ways we can make it easier? Just, think about those questions and let me know. And if you end up exploring the site at any time, you can punch this easy button and just send me a message, move to drop down box or something like that. And that way, you can know that I'm listening to and hearing your suggestions. The goal here, and the reason that I'm hoping that you're participating in this focus group, is I don't want for you to look at this and say, oh my God, there's too much stuff here and it's too confusing, and then say, well, I don't want to use it. What we really want to do is get this into a very tight, streamlined version that people, when they see it, say, people who aren't as visionary and flexible as you see it and say, oh, this is perfect for me, right? So we want to spend the next month making sure that this thing works great. Not just that it has all the tools, but also it's easy and it works the way people want it to. But that requires, frankly, a lot of feedback. I'm a confusing person, so I can create a lot of different functionality, but getting it easy is harder for me. Um, so I signed in here. One of those questions is, you have all these kids, right? You can see I have a bunch of kids here that I've just done as tests. If you haven't added your kids yet, I think that's pretty straightforward. You can just add the name of your kid, Junie O'Leary, and you can, if you need to, you can add an email. If the kid has an email, you can add an email for the kid. Otherwise, he or she gets a sort of a made up email. And then once you do that, you could put the age info. I can't remember why we do that. I think we have this for like a directory later on if you want to be added to a directory. So I'm going to say, I don't know. Okay. And then you add it. And then in theory, yeah, so Junie is now there.